Right, so we've just finished a Thinking Environment Foundation course, and Sarah, Gabrielle, and Keri are at ease with talking about it and being filmed talking about it. So thank you, everybody, for that. So we're going to do a round, 2 minutes each, about your thoughts on the thinking environment and on this course. And I have a timer, so you won't be interrupted. Unless you are still speaking when the timer goes off, and then please stop, because we're showing equality to everybody, so everybody has equal time to say something. And if you finish before the 2 minutes is up, please let us know again so that we don't interrupt you. Okay, is everybody happy? Right, so Sarah, if you'd like to your thoughts on the thinking environment.
So, having come to the end of this course, I had read Nancy's book. In fact, I've read it twice now. So I was already kind of playing with some of the things that are written about in the book. I had already started to incorporate the kind of basic ideas into my work. But I think having done this, now I feel more aware of what those components are, and definitely more aware of the different kind of ways that I can use the thinking environment, whether that's in like a thinking partnership or dialogues or rounds. That's definitely much clearer for me. And so I would therefore feel much more confident about using this at work and also in my own life. And in terms of this particular course, obviously being on Zoom, despite its downsides, it is really easy to access. I don't have to actually go anywhere, which is quite nice. And I have to say that the facilitation given by Laura has been exemplary. There's loads of opportunities to practice. So there's lots of breakout rooms. It's not just listening to theory. So absolutely worth considering taking this course. And I'm done.
Thank you, Sarah. Right, Gabrielle, over to you.
Yeah, thanks, Laura, and thanks for the opportunity to share some thinking. Somebody who's done group facilitation in the past, what I found from this course is it's just given me an opportunity to pause and have further food for thought in terms of the approach that I've taken to date. What it has is inspired me to do more with the thinking components. I too had read Nancy's book, and not only has it provided me with an excellent aide-memoire from that book, but it's given me the opportunity to really think about the practical application in lots of different environments with lots of different audiences. And so that practical application is something that we don't always get the opportunity to do in a safe space. And it's been lovely to be able to meet like-minded colleagues and to put some thinking into practice and to play with it and to see what comes and emerges from that. So that's been a great asset, I think, of the course. And under Laura's facilitation and tutelage, she's really role modeled the thinking environment. So again, being able to take away some further thoughts and reflections so that I can hopefully take some of the techniques forward in the work that I do moving forward. So it's been a tremendous opportunity to just get into a little bit more depth, I think, around some of the component parts and some of the tools and techniques that I can take forward really practically. So thank you very much for that opportunity. And I'm done.
Thank you. Keri.
Thanks, Laura. Perhaps a little bit more reflective. In a world where the pace is so fast, you barely have time to take a breath, let alone think. The experience of a thinking environment is really like a breath of fresh air. So gaining an understanding of how to create and support a thinking environment in the busy world is, for me, invaluable. And besides the reward and fulfillment of having time to think, is also the joy of witnessing others, in this case in a class environment, experiencing that same gift. So for me, being part of maybe initially small, but then quite a wider contribution to shifting the way we engage as a norm is huge. Imagine no interruptions, no judgments, feeling authentically appreciated as a thinker, and then given the safety and confidence to take your thoughts where you may not have imagined possible. Well, having experienced this, you don't need to imagine. That is the gift of the thinking environment. So for me, invaluable, and it's been fantastic to have shared the journey with my class and Laura. Thank you.
Thank you, Keri. And at the end of the course, we each did a round of appreciation of the quality of each other. So I'm not going to do that again, but I do want to show my appreciation of all of you for the wonderful thinking that you've brought to the workshop and for the wonderful contributions, heartwarming contributions you've done on this. So thank you very much, and the best of luck for your futures and for incorporating the thinking environment into your workspaces. So thank you, everybody.